Good evening, everyone. We begin the readout tonight with a puppet show. No. I'm not talking about the Muppets, like Ernie and Elmo. They're adorable. I'd like to talk about a different kind of puppet. The fabulous Merriam-Webster dictionary defines a puppet as a small-scale figure, usually with a cloth body and hollow head that fits over and is moved by the hand. One whose acts are controlled by an outside force or influence. Or in this case, the hand of Donald Trump. Because that's the one that's operating the puppet in question, Kevin McCarthy, or as he shall now be known, Puppet Kevin. The seemingly hollow-headed leader of House Republicans has set up a vote tomorrow to strip conservative Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney of her leadership position in a full-scale capitulation to the disgraced, twice-impeached former president's big lie. But it isn't actually about Liz Cheney or even the former president's bruised ego. It's about Puppet Kevin's ego and his craven ambition. You see, Puppet Kevin wants Liz Cheney out for saying what he said when he was kind of sort of pretending to have a spine after the January 6th insurrection.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters.
Now, it is important to remember how we got here, because whatever semblance of that spine quickly melted as Puppet Kevin began revising history in order to pander to the MAGA faithful.
Do you believe that former President Trump provoked?
I don't believe he provoked if you listen to what he said at the rally.
I also think everybody across this country has some responsibility. So I think from a whole nation, we should take this moment in time to find how we can correct ourselves.
And shortly after that, Kevin made his transformation complete, hightailing it down to Mar-a-Lago to beg for support in retaking the House in next year's midterms. Because that's the thing. Puppet Kevin will say and do anything. And right now, he's doing his Puppet Master Orange Julius Caesar's bidding, because what Puppet Kevin really wants, what he really wants, is to be House Speaker, like a lot. He's been laying the groundwork for it since basically the day after the election. But this isn't his first rodeo. Back in 2015, when John Boehner had enough of the extreme right-wingers taking over and packed it in, Kevin tossed his hat into the ring. And the very next day, he went on Fox News and told the truth for once.
Everybody thought Hillary Clinton was unbeatable, right? But we put together a Benghazi special committee, a select committee. What are her numbers today? Her numbers are dropping. Why? Because she's untrustable. But no one would have known any of that had happened had we not fought and made that happen.
That's something good. I give you credit for that.
Oops. Seems like Kevin could have used someone else pulling the strings for him back then. Because the next week, he abruptly dropped out of the speaker's race, saying that comment wasn't helpful. Probably not, Kevin. Also not helpful. Rumors that an alleged extramarital affair derailed that bid. A GOP colleague circulated a letter cryptically calling on members with misdeeds to step aside, while a GOP donor was emailing threats to expose McCarthy and the then colleague Renee Elmers of North Carolina. Although, at the time, Kevin denied that personal issues led to his decision to drop out. It seemed that some in Republican circles didn't think Kevin was fit to lead back then, which begs the question, what makes Puppet Kevin fit to lead now, since he's apparently not even a real boy? I mean, aides to his own members are out telling Politico, anonymously of course, that he doesn't have the backbone for it. And then there are the few rational Republicans left, like Adam Kinzinger of Illinois, who said Puppet Kevin dismissed his warnings about potential violence on a GOP conference call ahead of the January 6th siege on the Capitol, only to be told dismissively, okay, Adam, operator, next question. Okay, Puppet Kevin. Almost makes you wonder if House Republicans are trying to excommunicate the wrong member. But don't take it from me. Just listen to Representative Kinzinger.
Donald Trump was out of power after January 6th. And then Kevin McCarthy went down, probably with Scalise, and put the paddles on him and resurrected him politically back to life. I don't consider him to be speaking on behalf of the Republican Party anymore, because he gave his voting card, he gave his proxy card to Donald Trump.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.